Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. This is a video series I do about our monthly net worth updates. So I want to just start with talking about how we calculate our net worth. And this is like anything in personal finance, it is personal and everybody does things differently. And I was recently asked why we choose to use our home purchase price versus the home market value. And I talk about how I do that to be conservative. And then I was watching one of the YouTube videos from the Money Guys. I highly recommend following them as well. They have very educational content and it's fun and easy to watch. And they talked about how they calculate their net worth, and they also use the home purchase price, not the home market value. So I felt validated in my decision, but everybody can do things differently. The reason I choose to do that conservatively is because I want to be able to look at those numbers and know that this is money that I can tap into and live off of during retirement. And I don't want that falsely elevated with the equity in our home, because we do not plan to sell our home and live off of that equity. So I already talked about how we use home purchase price. Then we combine everything that we have in checking, savings, retirement funds, and then anything that we have tied up in real estate. And currently we only invest in real estate through the Fundrise platform, so it's very minimal amounts, but I do like to call that out as a separate item. But based on that feedback, I did kind of go back retrospectively, just several months, not all the way back, just to look at how the numbers would differ if we looked at home market value versus purchase price, and how much of a difference in the numbers that we are talking about. So when I look at the home market value, every month I get an update from Redfin, and that is the number that I use to calculate our home market value. So getting into April's numbers, which again are more of a reflection of what happened in March, kind of summarizing all of that in the beginning of the next month. So for April, we did see increases in our home market value. We also had increases in our retirement accounts, which was nice for a change. So that did help. And then when we break that out even more, so looking at it the way I was originally doing it, with our net worth of adding up the purchase price paid, the retirement and savings, and the real estate, coming up with that number, and then subtracting out what we owe on our mortgage as our only liability. So if we do that for April, we are looking at a net worth of $354,470, which is up $10,000 over last month. And again, majority of that, both from the increase in the stock market being a big piece of that. We do consistently add to our retirement accounts, to my Roth IRA, things like that. So that definitely did help. Versus when we look at the home market value to calculate a net worth, that went up significantly. We had, what is that? Like $16,000 in equity, more equity in our home from March to April. So when we factor that in and then subtract out that mortgage payment, we would be at $463,198. So between 354 and 463, that is a significant difference. And as you can see on the chart, the red lines are the way that we track it. The blue line is if we were to use the home market value. So you can see that it is significantly higher. So to me, falsely inflating our net worth, because it's focused primarily on the home equity, and we do not want to focus it on home equity. I'm trying to focus it based on what we have in investments and what we will be able to live off of those returns for. So I do like how it does break it out like this. I think it is interesting and just keeps things in perspective. I know other people do include other things in calculating their net worth. Again, we don't include our vehicles either because they're a depreciating asset, and I don't see the value in including that. Other people will include other like all the items in their home, like a number value, or any valuable jewelry or firearms or anything of significant value. And we don't. We choose to just keep it very basic with our retirement type funds, checking, savings, and then the home. So that's going to do it for me. I hope you find this educational, informational, I don't know, entertaining. So that'll do it for me, and I will be back again next month with another monthly update. I hope you have a great month.